So you have a dog here in Wappingers Falls, and of course, you want to enjoy this awesome area together. We're going to walk through how to find the right dog trainer to make that happen. It's all about making your life a little easier and that bond with your dog even stronger. The real goal of training isn't just about sit and stay. It's about those really nice, calm walks on the Greenway Trail, right? Or knowing your dog can greet other people politely when you're at Monsieur Park. The right training really opens up our whole town for you and your dog to enjoy side by side. So, what is it about owning a dog right here in Wappingers Falls that's a little different? Well, understanding our local scene is really the first step in figuring out what you want to achieve with your dog. Being a good neighbor is a big part of it, and good training helps with that. Here in Wappingers Falls and Dutchess County, there are some pretty clear rules. Leashes are a must in public, so having a standard 6-foot leash is always a good idea. Training can also help with things like excessive barking, which can become a nuisance. And, just so you know, any dog over 4 months old needs to be licensed, and you'll need proof of rabies vaccination for that. And trust me, a well-behaved dog makes any vet visit go a whole lot smoother. Okay, so keeping all that local stuff in mind, how do you actually find a trainer that's the right fit for you? It really boils down to two main things: their philosophy on training and their professional credentials. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's the method recommended by pretty much all veterinary and behavior experts. It's simple, really. It just means using rewards, like a treat or some praise, to encourage the behaviors you want to see more of. It's effective, it's humane, and it builds that amazing, trusting relationship that makes everything else possible. All right, you're probably going to see a bunch of acronyms like these. Don't let the alphabet soup scare you. Just think of them as proof that a trainer is serious about their education. For example, CPDTKA means they've passed a big exam on training knowledge. And if you're dealing with something more serious, like major anxiety, a credential like CBCCKA tells you they have a specialization in that kind of behavior work. Next up, you'll need to think about the format. In-home training is fantastic for tackling issues that, well, happen at home, like jumping on guests or basic puppy stuff. On the other hand, group classes are a great way for your dog to learn how to focus and be polite, even with the distraction of other dogs and people around. So once you've got a couple of trainers in mind, it's time for a quick chat. You can think of it like a little interview, just to make sure their style and their methods are a good match for you and your dog. And when you have that conversation, it helps to be prepared. Ask them directly what methods they use. You're listening for that commitment to positive reinforcement. Ask about their credentials, how they'll tailor a plan specifically for your dog, and how you'll track progress. And of course, you'll always want to get a clear picture of the total costs and their policies on things like cancellations. All right, let's talk about the money part of this. Knowing the typical price range in our area can help you budget and really understand the value of what you're investing in. So yeah, this is the big question, isn't it? What should you actually expect to pay for professional dog training around Wappingers Falls and the general Dutchess County area? As you can see, you've definitely got options. A group class that runs for a few weeks is usually somewhere between $150 and $290. A single private lesson will probably be in the $100 to $180 range. And then you have more intensive options, like in-home packages or board and trains, which are a bigger investment but can really speed things up. Just remember, these prices can change based on a trainer's experience and their specific certifications. Finding a trainer is really just step one. The real magic, the real progress, happens when you take everything you've learned and start applying it in the real world, right here around town. And lucky for us, Wappingers Falls has some perfect places for that. The Robinson Lean Dog Park is fenced in, which is great for safely working on off-leash recall. Middlebush Park is perfect for practicing those leash skills with other people around. And if you want a bit more of a challenge, the trails at Bowden Park have joggers and wildlife to help you really build your dog's focus. At the end of the day, all this training work is about building a partnership that makes your dog just a complete joy to have around. It opens up your world to so many shared experiences, from just walking through downtown to chilling out together in the park. Here's to finding that perfect training partner and enjoying every moment.